So in this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to wire your how I wire my wire to make this remote work. A lot of people I know ask questions like, do these kind of wires work for these kind of stereos or aftermarket stereos? It should work for majority because it's universal. And yeah, well, anyways, there's this part that you connect into the receiver rear. So we don't have to worry about that right now because that's not what the video is about. So there's a total of 5 wires on this, okay? It's quite simple. Key 1 and key 2, which would be these 2 white wires right here, right? Alright, we'll worry about this in a bit. But first, let's go into the next wire, which would be the red wire, which would be the ACC, which also known as the positive. And it's a black wire, also known as the ground, which I always just call that the negative wire. And the green, which is the antenna, which you don't worry about. So only the 4 wires you worry about would be these 4, right? The 2 whites, the red, and the black. So there's key 1, key 2, the ground, and the ACC. So how do you connect these to the car? That's the question here, right? Well, you see the back of here? It's kind of quite hard to see. So you see how the wire harness is like this, right? So you see how the red is right there? That's your ACC2. That's where the red wire goes. And you see this black one right here, and then the black. You will connect the black one in there, right? It's quite simple. So from there, which would only mean you have 2 wires left now. After you put them in here, you just kind of just roll the wire together and you just push into the slot until it kind of stays flush in here, and it will stay in there. Trust me, it will not roll out. I drove at least 100 miles per hour in my car and it has not came out. All right, so yeah. And then let me see, there's one, and then you have cars also have this wire, the aftermarket stereos. It would be they would have key 1 or key 2. So let's say this is key 1, right? Since I only have key 1, you have to connect key 1 and key 2 from this adapter, this wire harness, onto this in order for all the functions on this to work. If you'll connect only key 1 to here, only half the functions will work. That's what they mean by key 1, key 2, because every aftermarket stereo is different. So if this aftermarket stereo had key 1, key 2 separately, then you would connect key 1 to this guy, and second wire, key 2 go to the other guy. But since I only have 1, key 1 and key 2 would connect to this guy, right? Yep. Sounds quite difficult, but it's not, right? So let me show you how it looks after I put it all together, okay? It's quite simple. See, now I have my key 1 and key 2 crimped together like this, right? I put the butt plugger on, I wired them together, I just twist them together and it just crimped like this. And it works totally fine. So now your next step is to find your key 1 wire and put it in here, which is right here, and would be put in here and crimp it as well, right? I push the black wire into the black, and you push the red into the red, and yeah, from there you would basically go into your steering wheel, obviously. Okay, next. It's kind of hard to see because the sun's kind of flashing onto my finger now, so yeah. So you would go to steering wheel control, right? And you see how my remote, when you press it now, it should glow red. See that? So select the key you want to install or you want to set up. So if I want to change this for my next track, it would be, I gotta do it one-handed. It's kind of two-handed, it's kind of hard to see. You see how I set those 2 right now? See that? How the grays are gray. Those grays are null, means that they're not being used right now. They're not programmed. And basically you just hold the button onto here and then you press the button on the screen, wherever you desire. See now my volume be on, volume up, volume down. There's a mute. There's a mode. see that everything is slowly being added. And yeah, that's how it works, you guys. It's quite simple. You just connect key 1, key 2 to key 1 on your stereo, or you connect key 1 to key 1 or key 2, key 2. It just depends how your wiring on your stereo is. That was probably the most weird part for me, because at first I connected key 1 to key 1. It only half of these would only work if you do that. But since you connect key 1, key 2 together and connect the key 1, it basically would make everything work, which everything's working right now. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Sorry I'm not that great at doing making a video. It's kind of quite hard recording by yourself. Maybe I'll have someone in the future helping me. And yeah, thanks for watching, you guys.